Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Lou. So it's a brand new year and people are making New Year's resolutions and deciding to eat healthier, exercise, work on those goals that they have been thinking about for so long. It's a new day, it's a very exciting time. But I want us to be really serious, especially when it comes to our health. I was looking at some statistics yesterday and I'm gonna read this to you. Heart disease remains a leading cause of death in the US, accounting for about 1 in every 5 deaths. That's really disturbing. Between 2017 and 2020, nearly half, that's 48.6% of US adults has some form of cardiovascular disease, which includes heart disease, stroke, and related conditions. Coronary artery disease, the most common type of heart disease, affects about 5% of adults age 20 plus. And get this, in 2022, coronary heart disease alone killed 3,700 Americans. 371,500 Americans, Cardiovascular diseases, including heart disease and stroke, are responsible for almost 1 million deaths in 2022, more than cancer and respiratory diseases combined. So we hear a lot about cancer, but we don't hear about heart disease because they call it the silent killer. And so what I decided to do was to start a Healing Your Heart series on just putting together recipes that will help people to make that change, eat foods that are healthier for them, eat in a way that's going to build their body up instead of tearing the body down. And I mean, honestly, we really have to be careful. There's so many processed foods out there, fast food, all of those things are damaging our bodies and it's making us sick. And we don't want to be sick. We want to be healthy and live fulfilled lives. So I wanted to start with one recipe that's a familiar one. Usually you see it at barbecues or at holidays, but we're going to make some healthy deviled eggs. Now you're probably wondering, how in the world are you going to make deviled eggs healthy? Well, this recipe has a little twist. So first off, we're not going to be doing the traditional egg yolks, but I do have my egg whites here. I boiled about 7 eggs and I took out the egg yolks here. So we're gonna use that for something else, and maybe not, maybe we'll throw it out of the way because so much of the cholesterol and fat are in the egg yolks. So we kind of want to stay away from that. But in place of that, we're going to use chickpeas. Now chickpeas has been I guess it's like the king of the beans of the legume family, right? You can do everything with chickpeas. But I have used it in other recipes, and I find that you can really make it taste like egg and give it it has a really nice texture that's comparable to eggs. So in this recipe today, we're gonna be using chickpeas. We're gonna be using parsley, some whole grain mustard, some minced garlic. We have some capers here and red onion, some paprika, smoked paprika, a little bit of salt and black pepper. And the thing that's gonna give it its eggy taste is the black salt. And you can find this in any kind of Indian market, but it has a lot of sulfur in it, so it actually gives things an eggy taste. So we're trying to still have that taste and that texture and that flavor, but with no fat. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're going to take our chickpeas and we're gonna put it in our blender here. So our chickpeas, and I will put the recipe in the description box. This was about a can of chickpeas. I drained it. I drained all of the liquid and everything off of the aquafaba, off of the legumes. If you just want those to be clean. This was about a tablespoon of minced garlic. I'm gonna put that in there. We're gonna put our paprika, was about a tablespoon of paprika. We're gonna put about, I think this was 4 tablespoons of mustard or whole grain mustard. We're gonna put that in there. We're gonna put some of the salt and pepper in there, and I'm just gonna I'm not gonna pour it all in there because I don't want it to get too salty, because the black salt is salty as well, and we want to watch salt. We don't want to not worry about cholesterol, but have to watch our salt too. Okay. All right, and so we're gonna add the parsley and the onion and capers in afterwards. And the black salt. Well, we'll put a little bit of black salt in there, just a little. And we'll kind of just taste as we go. Okay, so I will be right back. I'm gonna blend this right here and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have our chickpeas blended right here. So one thing I want to say is, okay, so a lot of times when we, for people who are vegan or just trying to make something plant-based, they'll put turmeric or something like that in a recipe because they want it to resemble, you know, what they were eating before, and that's fine. But one thing I want you all to remember is that when you're thinking about eating healthier, don't try to always try to duplicate or make something look so close or taste so close to what you're used to eating. Embrace new flavors. It's like a whole new journey for your taste buds. Just embrace it, and you will find that you'll enjoy those things that might be somewhat similar to what you had, but the taste could be totally different, but it's just like you're enjoying something brand new. Just embrace it. Okay, so we have our chickpeas here. And so what we're gonna add to this is our capers and our red onion. So I'm gonna put that in here. And it's up to you how much you wanna add. It was like a half a teaspoon of both, but if you are opposed to a lot of onion, and some people are fresh onion, then that's fine. We're gonna mix that in, okay? And then we're going to add our, well, actually I'm gonna top it with the parsley. Now I already did add some of the black salt, and so it does have a slightly eggy flavor, but you don't wanna add too much because at the end of the day it is salt. Now, if you want to do the traditional deviled eggs, you can add sweet relish too, that's fine. Or you don't have to, it's up to you. Sometimes it's nice to have a little sweet taste when you're doing your deviled eggs, so adding a little bit of this is fine, but honestly, with the capers and red onion and the natural sweetness of the chickpeas, you really won't need it. So what we're gonna do next is I'm gonna take my, my egg yolks here, and I'm going to fill it, each one of them, with the mixture. Excuse me. Say maybe about a teaspoon of the mixture in each one, each egg yolk. And honestly, it'll probably be some more left afterwards, but you can use this, like if you want to do a sandwich, you can use this as a spread on a sandwich with some lettuce and tomato and a little more red onion, because I love red onion. It will make a really nice sandwich for lunch. And you can also freeze it. It actually freezes quite well. So we're gonna put all this in here and fill all these up. Well, actually, it's like I'm gonna use all of it. Okay, perfect. And so to top it off, I'm gonna add just a little bit of lemon zest to each one. Lemon zest really brings out the flavor in a lot of recipes. I actually just dropped the lemon in the dish. Hold on, let me rinse it off. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so we're gonna add the lemon zest on the deviled eggs. Makes it look really nice. Okay. And then we're going to sprinkle a little of the parsley, the fresh parsley, Italian parsley on. If I hadn't dropped that lemon into my deviled eggs, my dish would look very pretty right now. But you know, the only thing that matters, well, I won't say the only thing that matters because appearance does matter, but I want to make sure it tastes good. So this is our finished product. Again, I dropped the lemon in it, so it might not look that great. So now for a taste test. Go. It's pretty good. It gives you the mouthfeel, it gives you the flavors. flavor is different, but it's honestly good. You got to try it. I really like this. I'm going to have to take this to our next family gathering. This is really good. I'm kind of surprised at how good it is. This is my first time making this, by the way, but this is really good. And the great thing about it is you can have 4 or 5 and you'll still be okay. Thank you so much for your time today. Please come back for the next recipe. I'll be posting every Monday. So please come back for the next recipe idea. Thank you.